Alright, what is going on, everyone? First and foremost, I want to say thank you for being here right now, watching this video. I do really appreciate your time, and I would really appreciate if you do consider subscribing, because it truly does help me out a lot. Now, we got rappers who caught their own producers basically selling their music for their own beneficial gain. Now, there can be valid reasons for this due to, if the producer knows a certain song is not going to ever drop. Like if he 100% knows, okay, they're never going to release this song, right? And it's just sitting there while I can get paid like a couple thousand, easily a couple thousand for this song that's never going to be released in the first place. I might as well just take it and sell it, right? But there's producers who only care about their own beneficial gain. They're helping these rappers with their music, helping them with basically helping them with their whole album, working on an album, and they're just, having this music and secretly selling it behind their, the person who they're helping the rappers back, if you get what I mean. It's just like a very scumbag move. And, they know the rapper is trying their best to complete this album to get it released and everything. But, yeah, man, just went on a complete yap session. So without further ado, let's just play the video, see what he's talking about.
Damaging things that can happen to an artist's career, as it can lead to years of work being shown early to the public, leading to entire albums being scrapped and millions of dollars lost. Now, in some cases, the people behind these leaks are actually close friends or producers of the artist, who steal their work to sell it off behind their back. But eventually, these traitors get caught, where they now have to face the consequences of their terrible actions, which can lead to many career-ending situations, such as being completely blackballed from the industry, or even worse. But the cases I speak about in the video are interesting, as it is not always as black and white as it seems to be. Sometimes these producers aren't even getting paid, and the songs they produced may never release. So would they even be wrong for doing what they did?
Because I used to leak the Migos music.
Did you really? On purpose?
Yeah, if they weren't gonna use the song, I would just drop it on my SoundCloud and the blogs would pick it up, or like I'd premiere.
So here is rappers that caught producers selling their unreleased music. Liluzivert has a long history of beefing with leakers, with both of them being his close friends who stabbed him in the back. So many of you will have seen this video of Liluzivert having a hilarious interaction with a guy who was supposedly leaking his music back in the April of 2016.
Like I should be slapping this out your frail ass. Stand up. Ass, sit down. What's wrong with you? Hacking on my shit, and leaking my music. Man, that's my goddamn job. Goddamn fucking up relationship with goddamn other motherfuckers that I fuck with, old bitch ass.
But what is the actual context behind this video? What did the guy do to him after the video? And how did Uzi even find him? So I did some digging, and I actually found what the original caption on Lil Uzi Vert's post was, which said, "Everybody, this is a lil nerd hiding hacker. I found him because he sold a leaked song to somebody in my city." He said, "I hacked your Instagram because you ain't answer me when I tried to contact you. Some super fan shit. I mean, thank you, but no thanks." Went through his phone, had my shit, and a lot of other rappers' info. This shit was crazy. Oh yeah, he ratted on the rest of y'all. "I'm coming for ya." Oh yeah, and he be getting these lame ass nobodies have your verses. So to break this up, Lil Uzi Vert found this dude. He was hacking him and leaking his music because he tried to sell an unreleased song to someone from his city, who then I'm guessing informed Uzi about this, so they got together and pulled up on him. Once they pulled up on the hacker, he told them, "I hacked your Instagram because you ain't answer me when I tried to contact you," which is just wild and doesn't even make sense. He seemed like some crazy Uzi fan who was just obsessed with him. It also seemed like Uzi even knew the guy somehow, as in another POV of the video, Uzi said,
Understand, bro, you don't understand it though. I should be fucked up. I know. Like I know him, like hit me up talking about I know I got your shit. That's hacking your shit. Yo, what's up,
Dang, that's wild, bro. He was pretty much a snake. He was like ratting on other people, doing the same thing he's doing, except, ratting on them, telling Lil Uzi, "Hey, I got your back. These are the guys leaking your music. I'd never leak your music." Basically trying to build a close, relationship with Lil Uzi and get closer with Lil Uzi while, so he can basically get more music and things like that while he can leak it and get his own beneficial gain out of this whole situation. Because at the end of the day, bro, if there's other leakers, there's gonna be a lot of competition and things like that. So I guess he was just trying to get rid of the competition, and be a snitch, "Hey, Lil Uzi, these are the guys leaking your music," while you got caught red-handed, buddy. Like, if you get what I'm trying to say, right? But yeah, man. I may not have put it in the best context, but you guys pretty much get it. Let's keep going though.
But unfortunately, Uzi and his goons decided to spare him. Now, the next interaction between Uzi and the leaker was actually with the infamous ex-Working on Dying producer, Young Forza. During his teenage years, Forza would attend high school alongside Filthy, Oogie Mane, Brandon Finessin, and liluzivert. Oogie Mane and Filthy would eventually form the group Working on Dying, where they would bring in Forza and Brandon Finessin later on. Working on Dying, however, would lose contact with Uzi, as in 2015 he started to blow up, whereas none of the guys from Working on Dying had really made a name for themselves. But slowly, over the years, Forza and Working on Dying would build up their reputation, working with underground artists such as Black Cray, Lucky, Blade, and Matt Ox, where they even managed to develop their own subgenre called Tread, in which Forza was credited as the leading pioneer of. Eventually in 2018, the group would cement themselves within the industry, as Oogie Mane landed a top 10 Billboard charting single with Drake's I'm Upset. This would then lead them to being reunited with Lil Uzi Vert, where they would all work very closely with him on Uzi's highly anticipated album, Eternal Atake. Now in 2019, fans were constantly being edged by Uzi on the release of Eternal Atake. Whether it was due to label issues or leaks, it kept getting pushed back, and little did Uzi and his fans know, many of the leaks would be due to someone inside his camp. During this time, Forza was 23 and had no big placements bringing in him money, so he was broke, which meant he needed money to stay afloat, which is when he decided to sell unreleased Lil Uzi Vert songs to some fans to make quick money. Well, after Forza sold some songs, a fan page would actually inform Uzi of what Forza was doing, which didn't go down well. Once Uzi knew what was happening, he would expose Forza on Twitter in a post which said, "Forza lucky, I ain't fuck him up, as fella, like I ain't know he was stealing and selling music. We should have stomped you out, but just kicked you out you sweep, sleep outside. If you don't know, this is who was leaking and selling. I know you cold as shit." And this pretty much ended Forza's career on the spot. He was already struggling to make a living, but now that he had been caught selling unreleased music from one of the biggest rappers in the world, he was for sure going to be blackballed. Forza would then give his side of the story, explaining how he had been working with Uzi for years and didn't make a dime, all while Uzi was racking in millions. He posted a story which said, "Lol, when you dedicate 3 years of working with one artist while they continue to make millions and you didn't make a single penny, then talk to me until y'all fellas will never understand what that shit feels like. It's not like I was being paid and just being a greedy ass fella. I never had shit to my name. A real dirty ass fella would have probably tried to steal from a fella. I'd rather go make some money on..."
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of real though. Like, if you really think about it, Forza didn't have anything in his name, right? And Lil Uzi was just making millions, living his life, trying to complete this album. But don't get me wrong, if the album did release, Forza would get his part of the pay, but it kept being delayed simply because bro was leaking music. He really needed money and he wasn't getting anything at all from Lil Uzi, right? Even though he's been helping him for 3 years, bro wasn't gaining anything. And he had music, just files of music just staring at him, knowing if he could sell these, he would gain the easiest few thousand dollars of his life, right? That's like hanging around a millionaire, helping that millionaire gain most of his money, gain a lot of money while you're helping him, and he basically doesn't even care about you. He just wants you to keep helping him while he lives his life and you don't really gain anything, bro. Like, you really gotta think about it from that perspective. But at the end of the day, that's kind of his fault for only working and dedicating his 3 years to only working with one artist. That's crazy, bro. Even Filthy wasn't doing that. Filthy was working with other people like Mad Ox and things like that while helping Lil Uzi with the album, bro. And while you were only dedicating your whole 3 years to working with one artist, that's kind of dumb, bro. But yeah, man, without further ado, let's just keep going though.
Then be a theft. Couldn't even pay for rent, or my own fellas wasn't even going to help me buy a new laptop when my shit broke. But you'll think because I'm hanging with fellas, I'm supposed to be happy. And for yo, fellas, I ain't gay. That shit don't pay for nothing. I have a family and bills, you fellas is sheep. Not saying nothing else about this. By the way, I'm all for staying down till you come up, but don't starve your dogs and not expect them to bite when they're hungry. Forza would actually give us more insight into the situation recently in a comment on the YouTuber's 1111 video, where he stated, "For the ones who say he should have just sold beats to smaller artists or type beats, I I was told not to sell beats by management. I didn't like entrepreneurship. I was told it would degrade the value of my beats and that it's better to remain exclusive. You all truly think I didn't try to make money other ways before making that horrible decision? I was told not to get a job, just wait till the album drops. It's easy to type out stuff, but until you're the one put in the situation, you'll never be able to tell what you'd actually do in that position. Soon after all this went down, Working on Dying would come out with a statement about how Forza has been removed from the collective and that they will be still working with Uzi on his Eternal Take album. The Working on Dying manager Ness would also come out with a video explaining the situation.
Working on Dying before anybody before the internet.
I'm not gonna lie, they don't care about young Forza at all or his excuses, bro. I understand they're working on the album and it has to be a very, very professional space. Someone leaking music is, the last thing they want. But yeah, man, I understand, but like, bro, it seems like they never really cared about Forza. Bro said he needed a new laptop. Like, a laptop is what, helps you make beats and all this stuff, and you couldn't even buy a laptop, or y'all wouldn't even help him buy a laptop? That's crazy, bro.
We already took disciplinary action against this thing. So when we found out certain things, we did our own little investigation, came to our own conclusion, and already kind of made a choice. In no way, shape, or form is Working on Dying support leaking music, unreleased music. Working on Dying as a collective isn't involved in shit. It was one person who was a part of our collective that decided to do some dumbass shit, and there are consequences to that. We got love and respect for Vert, so we let him handle it the best way that he felt that he wanted to handle it as well.
Sorry to interrupt the video, but if you guys are enjoying so far, I'd appreciate if you could subscribe. I'm trying to get to 20k ASAP. Also like and comment. Thank you. Let's get back into the video. After this all went down, the Uzi community were torn. Yeah, Forza is wrong for selling unreleased Uzi songs, but he kind of had no other choice. I mean, could no one help him out? He was literally hanging out with liluzivert. But then again, this is how the industry works. Producers don't get paid until the songs are actually released. And even in those situations, some producers don't get paid till months after. Some Uzi fan pages would even try to clear his name, where they would contact him and ask him what songs he actually sold, where he explained that he only sold 2 songs and that the other 8 were due to hackers getting into his emails. But that was just putting paper over the cracks, and Forza knew his career was truly finished, as he would come out with some heartbreaking posts on Twitter, and the Eternal Take would eventually drop in the March of 2020, with many Working on Dying placements, but Forza was nowhere to be found. He would then go ghost for a little while, until it was announced that he actually had joined the army in 2021, to which Uzi replied, laughing at him. 2 years later, it seemed like Uzi had still not forgiven Forza.
Yeah. We know what Forza did, but please God drop watch this. It's been almost 3 years, sad face.
Is that a Forza beat? If it is, no.
If you didn't catch what was said, well, a fan asked Uzi to release a song called Watch This, which was produced by Forza, so Uzi had to decline. However, a year later, this song would actually release, but the beat was replaced. So the song Forza originally produced had the vocals from it put onto another beat, which absolutely crushed Forza's dreams of finally getting an official liluzivert placement, which led to him posting an angry response on his story. However, a couple years after this all went down, in the March of 2023, Forza's world would be rocked, as Uzi would perform the song, of course, at Rolling Loud Cali, which was one of the Forza produced songs that leaked back in 2019.
Okay then. Alright. What? No, he didn't. Yo, chat, what the fuck? No, he didn't. Yo, chat, I'm about to cry, bro. I'm about to cry, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
And it would get even better for Forza, when the song would eventually land him his first official liluzivert placement on Pink Tape, which was released in the June of 2023. It's not often we get to see a happy ending like this, but for many fans within the Uzi community, it was heartwarming to see someone who was basically blackballed from the industry years later getting his well-deserved placement. It's 2020. Fans are awaiting Playboi Carti's highly anticipated Whole Lotta Red album to be announced, but as Carti kept edging them, fans got impatient and decided to take matters into their own hands, which is when one fan would contact the producer Jetson Made, known for his iconic producer tag,
"Oh Lord, Jetson made another one,"
and for producing Jack Harlow's What's Poppin', The Baby's Bop, and Playboi Carti's Atmare. 2 users on Instagram, Clout and Dirty Azrael, would take it to Instagram to expose Jetson Made in a post which read, "Jetson Made selling Carti songs at Jetson Made. Why are you selling Carti songs to Dirty Azrael and me? You're the reason Whole Lotta Red is being delayed. and your beats are shit by the way. And they would also attach this video of them literally negotiating with Jetson Made on FaceTime.
Proof that you actually got my money, bro.
Bro, I got fucking 17,000 in Bitcoin right now. I got it ready for you on Bitcoin.
You talking about, what the fuck my laptop?
I'm talking about this song. Hang on, there's a snippet for it. It's this one.
Nah, I don't got that.
Do you have the other one?
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, I got that.
No way. Shit.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen an actual leaker get on FaceTime trying to sell unreleased music, let alone a producer, bro. They're not that stupid, bro. But obviously this guy is, bro. Because there's no way. Like, are you that down bad for a buyer, bro? Like, what's going on, man?
Show me you actually got it. I got the money here ready for you.
Bro, I'm about to play pool. You gotta send me out my cheese, bro. I ain't gonna count with you. Man, shit, you got this shit a game, bro. I don't got time for this shit.
What?
You got this shit a game.
Bro, I thought you wanted money. I'm literally about to pay. I'm literally about to pay you money for songs that are never dropping, so you'd never get money from the dropping.
I'm coming back in 2 minutes, bro. Let me get my laptop.
Alright.
So from that video, it is definitely Jetson Made, as he clearly shows his face. I'm guessing they don't teach him no face no case wherever he is from. Jetson and the alleged buyer were negotiating over the song Place, where the fan was offering $17,000 to Jetson Made for the song. Playboi Carti's team would hear of this, and the producer Richie Soof would state in his Discord to cut Jetson Made off from Carti's camp and the album, meaning Jetson Made was most likely to be no longer producing on Playboi Carti's Whole Lotta Red, and he may have even gotten blackballed. One of Playboi Carti's sons, Ken Carson, would join in on all of this and release a series of tweets which read, "Oh lord, Jetson sold another one. Damn you Jetson. Thanks Jetson. We were actually done," which is Ken talking about being finished with the Whole Lotta Red album. One of Playboi Carti's OG producers, Ethereal, known for producing some of his early hits such as Pump Fake and Beef, would also release some tweets saying, "Deck to fellas who leak music. Oh fuck, that Jetson Made fella, we on your head, lame ass." Now this got fans riled up, as usually these online communities are happy when songs are about to leak. I mean, these leakers even run these auctions called group buys, where they announce to everyone, hey, we have a Playboi Carti, JuiceWrld, or an Uzi song here on sale.
I'm not gonna lie, that's exactly what they're doing to JuiceWrld's music at the moment. We all know JuiceWrld has passed away, but it's like they're holding music, and producers know they're never gonna release certain songs, right? So they're taking those songs, selling it, and they're selling it for a lot of money. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, bro. I could be wrong at the moment though, but I'm pretty sure they even sold one for like over 100,000, bro. Like, they're getting checks off these unreleased songs, bro. You get what I mean? And it's absolutely crazy what they're doing to JuiceWrld's music at the moment. But let's be real, bro. A Whole Lotta Red was never gonna drop anytime soon. Like, bro, we all know Carti. He's the kind of person to say, "Oh, we're done with the album. I'm dropping, and never drop it." You get what I mean? Like, let's be real, bro. So even if Jetson wanted to leak the music, nobody really cares, bro. Like, let's be real. And I know the fans are gonna be mad, like, Whole Lotta Red is never gonna drop because of Jetson. Dang you, Jetson. Like, why you leaked the music? Now Whole Lotta Red is never gonna drop. Like, bro, it was never gonna drop in the first place. Like, y'all just want someone to blame, bro. Like, cope with that, bro. Like, let's be real, man. Like, it didn't drop until, like, what, 3-4 years, bro.
For 5k, which is when everybody from that Discord would send something like $5 to the leaker, and once the goal has been hit, the song gets leaked to the public. So my point is, fans don't really get upset when songs leak, but in this scenario, nothing is leaked yet. But what has happened is Whole Lotta Red has been set to be delayed, which left fans very upset, causing them to dox Jetson by leaking his phone number with the message, "Tell Jetson, thanks for delaying Whole Lotta Red." However, before you guys all go roasting Jetson Made in the comments and ruining his career, we need to let him clear his name. As we know, innocent until proven guilty, so let's give him a fair trial. Mr. Made Another One would post a screenshot on his Instagram story of text messages between him and the attempted buyer, which read, "Bow to sleep, you're really about to lose out on 50k easy cash, LMFAO," where the alleged buyer previously sent a screenshot of his crypto portfolio. Jetson replied with, "I don't give a fuck about that, ain't leaking no music."
Bro, that's cap. He was literally just on FaceTime trying to, sell a song, bro. Like, and now And I'm pretty sure Jetson already realized and caught on FaceTime on that video. He was like, bro, you better not be trolling or all this stuff, right? Basically saying all these things on FaceTime, like, hey, bro, you better not be trolling. Let me grab my laptop, all kinds of stuff. He's obviously trying to sell Cardi's music to this buyer, but he caught on pretty quick and realized, okay, this guy's trolling, bro. He's not actually trying to buy the music. So I'm like, so he's like, okay, let me try to bounce back and say, oh, I ain't leaking no music. I want it for myself, all this extra stuff. And now you can see right here, I was trolling. Like, no, bro, you were not trolling. Like, for example, right here, now he's trying to say he was the one trolling. No, you're not trolling, bro. You were actually trying to sell the song. Then you caught on that, you know, the buyer didn't actually want to buy it. He just wanted to expose you.
The alleged buyer would reply with, I ain't leaking it. I want it for myself. With the caption to the story being, that vid y'all keep posting is cap. I was definitely trolling. Now Jetson would then go on Instagram Live and speak on the allegations, where he would show a $100,000 paycheck, stating that he doesn't need to sell songs as he makes $100K in a day.
Shit, man. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia right now. I got in text with this man. Well, let me show y'all something though too. Fuck this nigga, right? I'm gonna show y'all something.
I'm not gonna lie, people are pressing him, but like, even if it's like only 17K and he says he's making 100,000 a day, bro, either way, bro, people like this look at it like easy money, bro. You sell one song, you gain an easy 17K Bitcoin. Like, that's insane. You get what I mean? So of course he's gonna do it to get the bread. He only cares about the bread.
I'm gonna leak my own shit for me. Guess what I made today? This is what I made today. Why would I leak my own shit though? Give me that shit.
Now guys, if we're being real, Jetson was probably just trying to finesse this alleged buyer for his money. First of all, as I just stated, he doesn't need the money. It's 2020, he had 2 hit songs with DaBaby and just released Atme with Carti. He was bringing in more than enough to be comfortable. Second of all, if he was trying to sell it, I doubt he would show his face and be so public about it. Then finally, well, the songs the alleged buyers wanted were called Places, which Jetson wouldn't have because it's an old ass 2017 song. Then Place, which is produced by Pierre Bourne. So Jetson didn't have this song in the first place, no pun intended. These buyers would then go on Instagram Live and explain the situation.
Initially, we had Jetson's phone number. We were trolling him and asking him to buy shit, not Cardi shit. We didn't bring nothing up with Cardi. And then it got silent for a minute. And then you hear his friend in the background talking about, oh, I'll sell you a Cardi song for 5 to 10,000. And then he starts talking about it. So we're just sitting there and then we start bringing it up. And we're like, do you have Places? And we're just joking. We don't, obviously that nigga don't got Places. That's a 2017 type song. So we're fucking around. We're like, you got Places? He's like, I don't know what that is. So then he plays Place. Then he's like, yeah, I got that. And he sounded, you could tell in the video, he sounded hella serious. Like, he didn't sound like he was trolling or some shit. And even if he was trolling or he didn't have the song, he's fucked up for even like suggesting to sell a Cardi song in any type of way, knowing he got connections.
I mean, the buyer has a good point. Why would Jetson make a joke about selling a song when he has so many connections to these artists? It could literally ruin his whole career.
After that, he just sits there and then you know who says I got 17K in Bitcoin trying to offer. And when he's talking about the Bitcoin and shit like that, he sounded hella serious. He's like, oh, I need my cheese right now. He's asking him to send him the money and he'll send him the song. So by the end of the recording, since he has 2 like phones, he could kind of hear himself. So he goes quiet a bit and then he hops off the line. He's like, oh, I'll call you back. So after he hears himself, he like hops off the live, or he hops off the phone. And then he's like, I'll call you back in like 5 minutes, bro. And then that's when Jetson had the text where he showed him the money. And he's like, oh, I'm trying to buy it off you. And then he's like, no, I'm not going to leak no music, because he knew what we were going to do. He already knew we recorded the video when he heard the playback. So that's why he posted that screenshot, because he heard the playback. And that's why he posted and said, oh, I'm not going to leak the song.
So what the buyers are saying is that Jetson was actually about to sell the songs to these kids, but he heard the playback of their recording, which is when he realized they were filming the entire situation, which would get him exposed and end his career. So he pulled out of the deal and said he's not interested. Seems a bit fishy, but at the end of the day, he didn't sell anything, so he's in the clear. If I was in a situation and I saw some kids had 17K cash ready and loaded up for me, I'd probably try finesse them as well. What are they going to do about it? Anyways, to round off the situation, Jetson Made would come and speak on the matter with OGM, where first he explained the entire situation in clear, and that he just wanted to prevent these kids from leaking his brand new beats. So he used the idea of selling them a Carti song as a kind of distraction.
It's like some weird, nerdy ass looking kid calling me like, yo, Jetson. I'm like, shit, what's up? I'm like, how the fuck you got my number? He like, so.
Nah, bro, there's no explaining yourself on this, man. You're cooked. Even, bro, what you did was overall bad, bro. Like, there's no defending yourself when it comes to that, bro. You were literally trying to sell a song. Then like I said, he caught on to it, bro. He caught on to what they were trying to do. Then he tried to, you know, play it off like, nah, I'm not leaking that song, bro. You get what I mean? Like, come on now. But yeah, man, these were rappers who caught their producers leaking their own music. But a situation like this, I don't think it was Cardi who actually caught him leaking music. It was just like other people, like fans of Cardi, caught him leaking music and, you know, pretty much exposed him for it. But I don't think Playboy Cardi even came out saying anything about this whole situation. Cardi was very quiet. And yeah, man, I don't know, man. But without further ado, getting in the video here. Let me know what you guys think. And peace out.